Hello student, today we are going to take the chapter 4 of your English reader book, that is Lucy Gray. This poem is written by William Wordsworth, who was known as the father of nature. This story is inspired by William Wordsworth's sister. William Wordsworth has heard the story about Lucy Gray through his sister Dorothy. Lucy Gray was very gentle and very sweet little girl. One day his father advised him to go to the town and take his mother back to the home because there will be a stormy night and it's her responsibility to take her mother at the home. So Lucy took the advice of her father and went to the town, but she never came back to the home. Some imagines that she has lost her way because before time the storm came, and or some imagines that she maybe die. So what happened to the Lucy Gray in the way? Let's start the story. Often I had heard of Lucy Gray, and when I crossed the wild I chanced to see at the break of day the solitary child. In the first stanza, the William Wordsworth says that I never lost any chance to see the Lucy Gray in this forest because I heard many things about Lucy Gray, that she was very sweet, she was very gentle. So whenever I get the chance in the morning, I will see the Lucy Gray where she lives and how was she. No mat, no comrade, Lucy knew she dwelt on a wild moor, the sweetest thing that ever grew beside the human door. Lucy Gay had never had any friend, she never had any helper. She was only a lone child, and the God has made such a child who will be never like Lucy Gray of human beings. You may spy the fawn at play, the hair upon the green, but the sweet face of Lucy Gray will never more be seen. Here, William Wordsworth says that you can see the fawn in the forest who were playing in the forest. You can see the hare in the forest who plays in the forest, but you can never see the Lucy Gray's face because here in this stanza, the William Wordsworth expresses that Lucy Gray is no more. So no one can see the face of Lucy Gray in this forest. Now, in the fourth stanza, the poet is going to express the story what he has learned about Lucy Gray. Tonight will be a stormy night. You to the town must go and take a lantern, child, to light your mother through the snow. In the fourth stanza, the story starts like Lucy Gay's father tells to the Lucy that you have to go to the town tonight because there will be a stormy night, there will be a storm, and you have to go to the town and you have to take the lantern because there will be a whole dark night, and you have to take your mother to the town. And so that father will I gladly do. It's scarcely afternoon, the minister clock has just struck two, the yonder is the moon. Here in the fifth stanza, Lucy Gray says that the father, I will be happy to do so. But father, it is hardly afternoon, and the clock is also 2 o'clock, and the moon is not visible. So I will very easily reach the town and will take my mother before the town to our home. So at this the father raised his hook, he snapped the forget band, and he plied his work, and Lucy took the lantern in her hand. So after saying Lucy about these things, the father started his working, and Lucy took his lantern and went to the town. No pleather is the mountain row with many a wanton stroke. Her feet disperse the powdery snow that rises up like smoke. Here in this stanza, the Lucy is very happy. She is going here and there. She was wandering like a roe who was wandering in the mountain, She was tapping her foot on the snow, and it was all over the uh, weather like powder. It means the snow was dispersed all over the environment. The storm came on before its time. She wandered up and down, and many a hill did Lucy climb, but never reached the town. Here, as the Lucy expected that the storm will come in night, but the storm comes before time. It the storm came in afternoon, and in this way she lost her way. She started to go here and there. She started to go up and down. Now on the hills, in the hills, she tried to climb, but she never reached the town. The raised parents all that night went shouting far and wide, but there was neither sound nor sight to serve them for a guide. Raised, it means very worried. We are worried, worried parents were very sad. They were searching Lucy here and there. They were shouting, Lucy, where are you, Lucy? We can't find you. They were shouting, but they never got the sound of the Lucy. They never got the face of the Lucy. They were searching everywhere that the Lucy can find them. At daybreak on hill they stood that overlooked the moor, and hence they saw the bridge of wood and were long from their door. So they were searching from the hills. They reached on the hills. From there they were searching that from that hills they can see the Lucy. They were looking from there. They were searching on the bridge of the wood, but nowhere they can see the Lucy Gray. But they were very sad. They were searching Lucy Gray everywhere. They wept and turning homeward cried, in heaven we all shall meet. And when in the snow the mother spied the prints of the Lucy's feet, they were weeping. They were turning. Now they were turning, coming back to their home, and they were saying that in heaven they will definitely meet together. But suddenly the Lucy Gray's mother spied. She saw that the footprints of the Lucy Gray on the snow. They downwards from the steep hill's edge. They tracked the footprints small, and through the broken hawthorn hedge, and by the long stone wall. But suddenly, when they saw the footprints of the Lucy Gray from the hills, they were coming back from the hills. They were tracing the footprints of the Lucy Gray. They were walking on the snow wall. They were searching everywhere, and then on an open field, they crossed. The mark were still the same. They tracked them on, and nor ever lost, and to bridge they came. So they were coming to the field. They were following the footprints of the Lucy Gray, and the footprints of the Lucy Gray was the same on everywhere. They were trapping the footprints of the Lucy Gray. They were searching on hills. They were searching on the ground. They were searching on the bridge. They followed from the snowy bank those footprints one by one into the middle of the plank, and further there were none. Now they were coming on the planks on the wood of the bridge of the wood. They were following the footprints on the snowy bank, because everywhere the snow fall down and footprints were closing one by one. Yet some maintain that do this day she is living child, that you may see sweet Lucy Gray upon the lonesome wild. Now in the in this stanza, the William was trying to say that now the parents of the Lucy Gray were hoping that now they can't see the footprints of the Lucy Gray on this bridge, because the footprints now they can't see the footprints of the Lucy Gray is lost from here, and they only hope that the Lucy Gray is living child, and everywhere in this mountain, on the hills, in the environment, she will be there. She will be alive everywhere. Over rough, smooth, she trips along and never looks behind and sings a solitary song that whistles in the end. In the last stanza, William Wordsworth says that in this environment, Lucy Gray everyone can feel the Lucy Gray because she never looked behind from this bridge, and she sings a solitary song that whistles, that uh, spread in the wind, and it is spreading all over the environment. So in this way the poem of Lucy Gray completed.